$50 million. Like, I don't know. It's one of my who knows? Who gives a shit? Where did most of the money go? Houses or
planes? But it's stupid shit. It was fun.
Because of the of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
And also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweather. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months.
On a recent discussion, both Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson raised eyebrows about Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial situation. They pointed to his non-stop exhibition schedule and headline-grabbing spending habits as potential warning signs. Even with reports of a $42 million real estate play, rumors about shaky investments and questionable deals refused to disappear. Their comments sparked a bigger conversation. Is Floyd's fortune as solid as it looks? Or is the empire more delicate than advertised?
How do you feel about Floyd, though?
Huh?
How do you feel about
Awesome fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like you was a movie star. You was a hero.
I didn't see that.
Tell me, so like, what's the difference now from like your era to today?
No one was afraid of anyone. Everyone really believed they can beat him.
But it's a business, more business, it's more money than everything.
Floyd Mayweather changed the game of it when he turned into the pretty boy.
Yeah, that was cool too. But he had to get in that ring and fight too. He had to fight the best competitor. He wiped everybody out. And that's why he's who he is. He beat everybody. I thought would give him a chance. Mm-hmm. He's wiped everybody out. Nobody can even match him. The best. He didn't pick guys. He took the best. Yeah. Even the guys I picked against him, he beat everybody, made everybody wrong.
Right.
And that's why he...
Tyson has also questioned what's driving Mayweather's actions post-retirement. Despite officially stepping away from the sport, Floyd never really left the gym and continued stepping into the ring for exhibition bouts. Tyson suggested that this might not be about love for boxing anymore. In his view, constantly returning after retirement risks tarnishing the mystique of walking away at the top, especially if financial pressure is part of the motivation.
You don't think there's an opportunity to end a big fight on Floyd?
Then came the headlines about Mayweather purchasing 6 commercial properties for a combined $42 million. On paper, it looks like a calculated pivot toward long-term stability. Some see it as Floyd shifting from flashy purchases to tangible assets. Others interpret it as a strategic move to silence critics who claim he spends faster than he invests. Either way, the acquisition signaled that he's thinking beyond sports, at least publicly.
We got two more deals I want to get into. Floyd Mayweather just did a big deal. It's a short one, so let's get into that. Floyd Mayweather Jr. just bought $402 million in a real estate portfolio. That's dope. That's super dope. It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000 unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got 1,000 units and 60 buildings.
Joe Rogan didn't shy away from analyzing Floyd's exhibition appearances. He suggested that these events may be less about competitive fire and more about sustaining a costly lifestyle. According to Rogan, when someone maintains private jets, luxury homes, and an entourage, the bills never stop. That reality can turn even a retired champion back toward the spotlight.
So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
Also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting. Floyd still trains when he doesn't have a.
Rogan also revisited Mayweather's blockbuster clash with Conor McGregor. The crossover spectacle reportedly earned Floyd around $100 million. While undeniably brilliant from a business standpoint, critics argue it was more financial strategy than sporting ambition. It reinforced the idea that Mayweather views boxing not just as competition, but as high-level commerce.
So your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah,
makes sense.
That's one thing.
Okay. What was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Gentlemen, let's do this.
A bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah. Sneak this that's that shit I don't like. Don't like.
Confidence has always been part of Floyd's brand. He routinely places himself above past legends and highlights his undefeated record as proof. But while self-belief is common among elite fighters, many feel his delivery crosses into arrogance. That constant self-crowning has gradually shifted admiration into skepticism for some fans and commentators.
Well, I think I'm separated now. I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. I had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my...
Snoop Dogg added another layer to the discussion by distinguishing between being rich and being wealthy. In his perspective, wealth is about sustainability and legacy, not just visible assets. His comments implied that while Floyd has accumulated enormous sums, the long-term strategy behind it remains a question mark.
Where did you get that business sense? Because you surpassed everybody in boxing and sports and everything in general. I'm watching you as like, you bigger than the NFL franchise.
Every time I got around my billionaire buddies, I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it's about wealth. I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Mayweather's frequent comparisons to icons like Muhammad Ali serve as powerful marketing, but they also invite criticism. Belief in oneself is vital inside the ropes, yet many feel humility matters just as much outside of them. Floyd has openly embraced high-risk investments, stating he prefers opportunities others don't fully understand. To supporters, that's bold entrepreneurship. To critics, it sounds dangerously speculative.
Experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And Is that because you don't want to take massive risks because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing.
On social media, Mayweather often posts stacks of cash and snapshots of account balances as proof of success. For some followers, it's transparency and motivation. For others, it feels excessive, even defensive. The more he showcases, the louder the speculation becomes about whether those displays are celebration or reassurance.
Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had Girl Collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl Collection. Yeah.
Unlike many superstars, Floyd chose to negotiate and manage his own deals without a traditional manager. That independence gave him unmatched control over his earnings. But it also meant there was no experienced oversight to shield him from risky ventures. While he's earned hundreds of millions, critics argue that a lack of structured financial guidance leaves room for costly mistakes.
With Floyd, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row, and I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, got Sting coming at my ass.
I spoke on stage with Floyd Mayweather. We really resonated, and I gave him a hard time because we were in Miami, and I go, dude, I don't watch boxing. I not my thing. And we chit-chatted about that, and we just spoke about wealth, and we went through the thing. When he stopped boxing, he put so much capital into real estate. He's like, Andy, why didn't anybody tell me this years ago? Because he goes, I'm paying so much in taxes. I don't like the government being my partner. He took all of his money into real estate, and he's like, Andy, I've never had to work so little for so much. He made $100 million in one night. Yeah, the government took half that. Now I make a lot of money, and I never get out of bed.
Rogan suggested that the constant exhibition of luxury might hint at something deeper. If financial rumors hold any weight, the glamorous lifestyle posts could appear less like victory laps and more like image maintenance. The very persona that built Mayweather's brand now fuels doubts about its foundation.
The person who's been able to do like that is Floyd Mayweather. He's the only guy who's been able to just be balling out of control, flashing money, $1 million watches, a fleet of super expensive cars, and still everybody up.
He does.
He's the only guy. The thing about Floyd is he never lost his discipline.
I don't think he was doing drugs or drinking. He kept his...
Floyd would famously run home from the nightclub. So he would go out in Vegas, he'd be partying. It looked like he's partying, he's drinking water. And then he would have his driver drive, and with his pants on, jeans on, he would jog home. And the dude was always training, never got out of shape.
Dude, the jog home in jeans isn't the torture. The torture is sitting around a bunch of drunk people drinking water in a club. I jog home all night.
Rogan also reflected on Floyd's upbringing, noting the strong influence of his father and uncle. That relentless drive to compete and win shaped him into a champion. But that same mentality may extend into his finances, where accumulating money becomes another scoreboard, another title to chase.
See, in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy, he's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time and the boxing skill.
Mayweather has repeatedly emphasized that money is central to his mission, even encouraging his children to prioritize financial success. Building generational wealth is a powerful goal. Yet critics question whether focusing so heavily on dollars overshadows deeper values tied to legacy, character, and impact.
Generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same.
His appetite for luxury is legendary. From multi-million-dollar timepieces to rare collectibles, the purchases make headlines instantly. But such extravagance inevitably sparks debate about sustainability. Even vast fortunes can shrink if spending consistently outpaces strategy.
Most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch.
One watch.
Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
My watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches, and I got a lot of $1 million watches.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think? You're here for me now. I need some help. Help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000, easy, but it's worth it because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciate.
Dude, how do you buy a $17 million watch?
No, 18.
18, sorry.
Though Floyd markets himself as a master businessman, some past controversies have complicated that image. Allegations of inflated earnings claims and overlooked financial obligations have surfaced over time. These moments blur the line between branding brilliance and financial reality.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
So apparently they caught Floyd capping about buying some apartment buildings in New York. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, remember he said he had bought his grandson some property, I think, in Manhattan as well, too. So, honestly, I didn't really, think a lot of this was a big deal. I mean, they kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still got to flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So, people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
Mr. I don't lose at nothing is back.
Correction. Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs. But since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFT.
And that's where the conversation stands. Is Floyd Mayweather a fearless entrepreneur playing a different game than everyone else? Or is he walking a financial tightrope? Let us know your thoughts. Stay tuned for the next breakdown.